Well, of course, we are aware of the situation. We are watching very closely since October 7th the developments on the ground, both in Israel and in Gaza, in the context of the war that was launched by the terrorists from Hamas, and even more so these days because a High Representative is on the ground in Israel. He has had meetings yesterday and continues with meetings also today, both in Israel and today also in Ramallah. With the representatives of the Palestinian Authority. So, of course, we are watching the situation, we are listening, and we are also sharing not only our opinions and views, but also our expectations, because both the Israelis and the Palestinians are our friends and partners. When I say Palestinians are our partners, of course, I don't mean Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organization that does not represent the Palestinian people. So, yes, a High Representative was talking about these things. He had also meetings with the members of the military. He spoke to the president, to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Later today, he will speak also to the member of the War Cabinet, Mr. Gantz. So, we are getting the information firsthand, and we are also sharing firsthand the EU position. And EU position was captured both in the Council conclusions of the European Council from October and developed or elaborated on during this week's meeting of foreign ministers in Brussels. And High Representative will continue from Israel. As I mentioned, he's right now in Ramallah, and then he will go also to Bahrain, to Saudi Arabia, to Qatar, to Jordan, and then on Monday he called for informal video conference by EU foreign ministers to debrief them exactly on what he heard, what he learned, and what he did during this regional tour. So there will be informal exchange by video conference between the EU 27 foreign ministers on Monday evening, and High Representative also invited the foreign minister of Saudi Arabia, Prince Faisal, to talk to foreign ministers, especially in the context of the recent two important meetings of the Organization of the Islamic Conference and League of Arab States in Riyadh. So this is something that is really high on the agenda of the European Union, the situation in Gaza, and all our activities are focused on trying to bring the European views, of course, into the issue, and alleviate, first of all, the dramatic situation of the people in Gaza, and of course to ensure that there is stop of the continued attacks by Hamas and other terrorists against Israel with rockets. And very important also not to forget what is very important, and the European Union is calling for all the time consistently, the immediate unconditional release of the hostages held by the terrorists in Gaza and allowing access to them to the International Committee of the Red Cross or Red Crescent. So these are the issues we are focused on very intensively right now.
Thank you, Peter. And indeed, you know that the President is also traveling to the region today. She's in Egypt and Jordan on tomorrow. We have published an item on this yesterday in our daily news, I believe. Other questions on this matter? Go ahead.